Sasquatch!
Animation has been the combination of film with art. Most people think that animation and animated films are strictly for kids and teens, but animation is for all kinds of people, you know, including adults. There's so many prime examples of adult content, from Fitz the Cat to Cool World to Family Guy to Rick and Morty to Robot Chicken. So today I want to talk about an animated pilot that could have been a show based or similar to Conan the Barbarian in a very, very, very mature way. So we're going to talk about Korgoth of Barbaria. Korgoth of Barbaria is an adult animated show that aired on Adult Swim in 2006. It was created by Aaron Springer, who's also worked on shows like Dexter's Laboratory, Samurai Jack, and SpongeBob SquarePants. It was directed by Gene Tartakovsky, who's the creator of Samurai Jack, Dexter's Laboratory, and I think he was behind Powerpuff Girls. They only aired a pilot for the show, but it was going to be picked up as an actual show. But later on they dropped it because of the high production cost. As a little thing, in the pilot they used a lot of sound effects that are similar to Dexter's Laboratory and like Powerpuff Girls and Samurai Jack. So and it's kind of neat because it's like you can tell by that it's directed by Gene Tartakovsky. So it stars Dredridge Better. It stars Dredridge Better as Korgoth. It also has people like Corey Burton, John DiMaggio, Tom Kenny. Funny enough, when I first heard Korgoth, I thought it was Kevin Conroy who was doing the voice of Korgoth, because the fact he sounded similar to like Batman. So which is kind of funny because Dredridge actually did Batman in Brave and the Bold, so I kind of got the Batmans mixed up, sort of. The one ultimate thing that I want to say about this show is that I would compare it to another show from Cartoon Network called Regular Show. They're somewhat similar in their art style, and they're both weird, wacky, and out of the blue comedy. But I feel like Regular Show is more towards kids, while Korgoth is a full-blown adult animated show with a lot of violence, or blood, violence, and sexual innuendos. I don't know if J.G. Quintel was inspired by Korgoth or the pilot, but in my mind, I feel like he was inspired by it because of how similar they are. But this pilot was heavily on the barbarian trope. Korgoth is just basically a mindless barbarian who wants to do what he wants, but he also wants to get his quest done, and get whatever he needs to get done, because the fact of he's been poisoned. So because of that, he wants to get done what he's done, but he also, in a sense, looks like a manly man, going down, fighting people, and stuff like that. And he also uses his he uses his intellect to get to his destination. Like, for instance, at one part he figures out how to befriend the giant birds to get to the wizard's castle. And the way they do it is they cover themselves in like bird poop. So, and the quest that he got was that he has to go get the golden goblin from the weird wizard, and the wizard is sort of a weird character. Like I feel like every character is weird with how they look, you know. Sometimes how they sound. Well, not how they sound. Well, yeah, I guess how they sound, but how they look. You know, they look, barbaric, sort of. Kind of. They have teeth falling out. Stuff like scars. But the wizard just was kind of weird with all the stuff he does. There's a lot of, like I said, adult content. Like, for instance, like one part, Korgoth and the girl that he saves from a eating tree, they go in a bush and start, doing the business. So, yeah. In conclusion, this pilot shows that adult animated content is wanted by millions of people. They want something similar to Conan the Barbarian, but animated. Because with animation, you can do whatever your heart's desires, unlike live action. And also the reason that this was so successful is because of the people and minds behind the pilot. From the director Jenny Tartakovsky to the creator Aaron Springer to some of the voice actors like Tom Kenny and John DiMaggio. This show was highly praised by critics and viewers, and there was actually even a petition to bring the show back. So I would highly recommend you to check out this show. Highly. I agree with a lot of people and say that this should have been a show. It should have aired. There should have been seasons and stuff. I would love to see more stories and more antics of Korgoth and see where his adventures take him and what adult issues and adult ideas could have been. So if you like this video, go ahead and like it. If you want to see more reviews and more stuff that I talk about when it comes to animation, go ahead, subscribe. Comment down below of what you think of Korgoth of Barbaria, and if you have any other adult animated shows that I should check out and talk about on my channel. So, and I will, in the time being, I will see you next time. Take care.